Hi guys, and welcome back to me, Jo Bourne, here at Bourne2BeFit in Esher. Something completely different today. It's going to be entirely legs. I hope this works. I spent some time testing it out, which is why it's coming so late. The only thing you need is a bench, boom, or a chair. I will give you adaptations because some of you won't have a bench, but you can do things on a chair, a bench outside, anything that's going to get you to lift up at about knee height. That would be really, really good. Yeah, pretty much that's it. I will talk you through. You've got 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, because they're new exercises to give me a bit of a chance to blurb at you. So as soon as you finish those 40 seconds and I say stop, have a look and a listen to what I'm doing. I'll try to give you adaptations, but basically you've got 20 exercises. Some are left and right, some are on their own, and some of them you've done before, some of them you haven't. So listen out and fingers crossed you get it all. Now, we're working your bum as well as your quads and your hamstrings. When I say drive through your heel, I really want you to think about lifting your toes up and pushing through your heel. And that way that activates your glute. We can do a lot of these exercises whilst we push forward on our knees. And we don't want to have that. We want to be squeezing our bum. And generally speaking, our bum is weak. We don't use it as much as we should do. So we have to learn to use it. So you will see me, probably without me realizing, putting my hand on my bum just to check that I'm actually squeezing it. Some of the exercises require a bit of a balance. Put your foot down if you need to give yourself some stability. But otherwise, just go with the flow, take rests when you need to, and otherwise go. Now, we're not going to do a warm up today. You can do that before if you want to. Pause the clock now and then go. Otherwise, we're going to start with a narrow squat. I'll be moving the bench from side to side. So again, the 20 seconds gives me time to do that. So get your water, get ready to pause if you need to. If you don't quite understand what I'm doing, you want to replay, double tap on the left side to rewind for 10 seconds and have a replay. Otherwise, are you ready to go? Here we go. 40 seconds of a narrow squat, which you have done before. So you're going to feet hip width apart and down and up, down and squeeze. So look at my toes. My toes are floating. Down, squeezing my bum. Down, push through those heels. So we're not pushing forward on our knees. We're going down and squeezing, okay? Down and up and squeeze. So when you get down to the bottom, pause and squeeze your bum to come up. You've got 4 seconds. Up you come, pause. Now, the next one's going to be a glute bridge. Quick up, slow down with a bit of a pulse. So, lying down, leg up, one leg straight. You're going to push up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down. Off you go. Push, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. Squeeze. So you're feeling it right where your hamstring attaches into your bum and down. If you can keep it going for longer than that 5 seconds I've given you, you're halfway now. Feel free to do it. Down. Push. So the squeeze, okay? You really are squeezing. This leg is working. Don't want you to push through the bench. I want you to think about squeezing your bum to elevate you. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Knee in. Next one is going to be exactly the same on your right-hand side. Or left-hand side for me. So, heel is on the bench. Your leg is pointing. I want you to think about squeezing your bum before you come up so your hamstring isn't killing. 3, 2, 1. Push. 2, 3. Look at your hips. You're trying to keep your hips level. Hamstring starts kicking in. Drop down. Release your glutes. Squeeze it again. Power. 2, 3. Put your hands on your bum, where your glute attaches into the top of your hamstring, halfway, and then you'll really feel those muscles that we're trying to work. We've got 12 seconds left. 2, 3, and down. Go on, 7 seconds left. Squeeze, really work it. I want you to think about squeezing as hard as you can. and have a stop. Now, reverse lunge. You have done this with me many, many times. All you're going to do this time, no weights required. If you want to, you can do. You are going to go down and up. That's all you're going to do, okay? As you go down there, push through that heel, drive up, squeeze the sun, go up there and down. I'm going to come a little bit closer, so I'm out of the sun, down and up. Down, heel in, drive, swing through. Down. As I go back, heel is pushing in. As I go back, I'm squeezing my left butt cheek, okay? You're halfway, up you come. Squeeze your tongue and your supporting leg to stabilise. It's a nice controlled swing through, up you come. Other way around now, okay? So 40 on, 20 off, you get the idea. Sorry my head's out of the picture, but I've got the sun coming in. So, are you ready? We're going to go back, not yet, step back a little bit further than you would to float your toe up, squeezing through, balancing. Over to you. Down and squeeze. But what I want you to think about doing is that steady, slow, controlled bringing through of the leg. Okay, so it's not rushed. You're using all those wraparound muscles there to stabilise yourself. Squeeze, push through the bum. Oops, I nearly toppled. Okay, up. You will find that one leg is weaker than the other. Generally speaking, your right one. If you will kick a ball with your right one, you won't balance. Okay, that's the first one. Now we're going to do a curtsy squat with a pulse. I'll leave the bench where it is so you can see me. What we're going to do is we're going to pulse down. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Off you go. So again, as you go back, think about lifting your toes, squeezing. Let's actually do 5, up, touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. And if I do it this way, you'll be able to see how far back I'm going. So I'm not too close, body's upright, step. If you want to, and you're strong enough, stay down, squeezing in here, lift your toes up, can you see? And pulse up. So 10 seconds left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on, keep going. 3, 2, 1, and up. So hopefully there you can feel it slightly over, not directly underneath. We're going to do the other way around, okay? So you're going to come down, pulse, 2, again, toe up. Use that bum coming over, okay? So from where you can see me, there, so I'm nice and upright, off you go. So down, toe up, 3, 4, 5, squeeze, 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 and tap. Back, drop, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway up. Back, drop, toe up, go on, 1, 2, good, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up. Back, drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. Right, split squats are hard. You can do it on a chair. Take a break. I do not expect you to do 40 seconds in one go. One leg in front of you, one leg behind you. You're going to jump yourself out and drop down and up. Off you go. Down and squeeze. Again, as you go down, think about pushing through your heel. Down and push. Down. If you need a break, absolutely fine. That's halfway. Get back up into the position. Off you go. Squeeze. So can you see I'm staying back off my toe? If I look down, I can see my big toe. Down, squeeze, and change. Okay, you got the idea on this one? 20-second break. Get yourself into position. You need to be a little bit further forward than you realise. Squeeze your tummy, look back, put your foot up, stabilise, try and bring your hips to the level. You ready? You're going to be going in 4 seconds and going. Down, squeeze. Down, driving through. Again, put your hand on that glute. It is working your quads. If you squeeze your glutes at the bottom and activate and drive through your heel, it will also work your glutes. Take a break if you need to. Absolutely fine with me. Drop down, push through. It's also a really good stretch to your hip flexor. And for some of you, you might find the limiting things that you're leaning forward because your hip flexors are tight. 3 seconds left. Off you go. Okay, hip thrust, open legs. So, lie down on the ground. Feet together. Let your legs flop open, so to speak, but not really. You're going to push up, in, out, in, down. So squeeze, off you go. Out, squeeze, in, and down. Drive, open, close. Keep that bum engaged. Close and down. Drive up, open, close, halfway, close, open, squeeze. So you're not just waggling those thighs, you're squeezing and activating. Pretend you've got something between your legs. Drop down, 5 seconds left. Squeeze, 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 and change. You're now going to do a pistol squat. This is actually one of the hardest things to do. So with a pistol squat, you're going to have one leg out and sit down. Now you can cheat slightly by sitting down and pushing your leg slightly into the ground. Off you go. Sitting down, squeezing through, driving up. Arms out, tight tummy, pushing up. So you want to be far enough out that as you drive through, you really aren't actually pushing on your knee. So you can see I'm spotting with my forward foot and I'm up. That's halfway. Alternatively, if that's too much, hand width on your shoulders, down, squeeze. What you're going to do then, if you're doing this, is you're thinking about pushing through your heels and standing up, and you're just going to keep on going through the next 40 seconds. 20-second break. Those of you doing the single leg pistol squat, going to be the other leg going in 12 seconds. Again, you're sitting so that your bum is just about on the edge of the chair. Starting standing up, sit down and squeeze. Off you go. Down, squeeze. Down, push through. Good. So this is not speed, it's driving through. It works your quads, push through your heels. Excellent. Help yourself if you need to. Down, a little bit of a squat. Take some of the weight, halfway. Good. Now, as you can tell, my right side is a lot weaker and I need to be practicing doing this, okay? So if it's too much, go back into the standing. Okay, so you've got a half leg side plank. So the way that this works, you can put your chair, turn your chair so that your back is facing forwards or backwards. But you're going to have to put your knee up on here into a half plank, coming up, tight core, and lifting. 1, 2, 3. You might want to have a cushion. 4, 5. If you really can't do that and that's not working, bring yourself into a side plank, leg lift. Side plank, leg lift. It's working the outer rather than inner, but it is still giving you a good workout. So up here, tight core, tighten yourself up, lift, lift, lift. Well done. 4 seconds left. 2, 1. Brilliant. I'm just going to move the chair to the other side. Over here. Onto my other side. Okay, knee up, foot up, elbow underneath, up you come, and drop, squeeze, drop. So you're working your inner thigh muscle here, and then you're also working your inner thigh muscle on the other whilst you lift it. It's a good one, this one. So you kind of, there you go, can you see, lift. Drop your foot down, lift. Well done. Halfway, squeeze. So again, those of you who haven't got the bench or it's too uncomfortable, lie on the floor and just do half plank leg lifts. Working your obliques, working the inside of your thigh or the outside if you're lifting. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we're going to do a drive up on one side. You're going to miss my head at the top. I'm going to be standing on this. What you're going to do is put one foot down, drive up, down, touch, drive up, touch, drive up, touch. Okay, heel in, drive back. Really important that you squeeze through your heel. So as I go up, I'm pushing through. So like a step forward, my toe doesn't go down. But here, because I'm coming from the side, I'm working the inside of my leg, those stabilizing muscles that help protect your knees. Heel down, drive back. Heel down, drive back. Push your heel in. Good. Up, and there she disappears. And I can't actually go any higher because I'll hit the ceiling. Walk around to the other side. Okay, so you get the idea. If you can't do this because you haven't got a step or you haven't got the clearance, then just do some side to side squats, okay? Because then as you push in, you're going to get the same idea. Otherwise, let's go for it. Up and down. Heel in, drive down. So I exhale as I drive, inhale on the easy bit. Going down is easy. Pushing through my bum, okay? Heel is driving in, bum's engaged. You've done halfway on this one already. Pushing through. Squeeze. Squeeze. Okay, you've got 7 seconds left. Regular side-to-side squats. If you haven't got a bench, take a break. 4 calves and 4 taps. So a little bit of cardio. What you're going to work here is your wraparound muscles in your back and in the centre. Set up with your feet at right angles. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then push up 2, 3, 4. Go. So click, 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 push, 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 push. So my heels are clicking 3, 4. I'm pushing my heels together in that ballet stance. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Push. 2, 3, 4. Good. 2, 3, 4. Push. 2. So I'm really upright here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. 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 Last 4 taps. Take a break. Okay. So we're going to do a lying double donkey. You can do this on the ground if you haven't got a bench. If you've got a bench, what you're going to do is hug the bench and squeeze the legs up. 20 seconds doesn't go very far. You ready? So drop, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, up like that. Now, if you haven't got a bench, do it on the floor, okay? Legs open and squeeze up like that. Don't lift your upper body off. Keep your back, tummy sucked in, squeeze those bums. I'm going back onto the bench because as I drop my legs down, I've got to work slightly harder. And squeeze. If you want to pulse in this position. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now you're going to do a kneeling double pulse donkey. And you're going to move this out of the way. So you're going to be on all fours. Okay, all fours. And what you're going to do, nice steady hips, leg is up. You're going to pulse 2, 3, 4. Straighten leg 2, 3, 4. Bend leg, push 2, 3. Straighten leg, tap 2, 3. Bend leg 1, 2, 3. Straighten leg, tap 2, 3. Push 2, 3, 4. Touch 2, 3, 4. So really squeeze your tummy so you haven't got a lot of movement around the hips. Squeeze, you're not pushing into your back. You're staying upright. Last 4 taps. Turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. Are you ready? Nice and strong. You're going to start like this. Push, 2, 3, 4. Straighten, tap, 2, 3. You've got it. Ready to go. Last exercise. Squeeze, 2, 3, 4. Tap, 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 tap. So really squeeze. I really want that bum to be super, super. So when you move your legs side to side, you're squeezing it. 2, 3, 4. Straighten. And as you lift it, you squeeze it. Well done. Squeeze, squeeze. Tight your core so you haven't got a bent back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, push. 2, 3, 4. Last 4 touches. And sit back. Stretch yourself out. And give yourself a clap. You've done it. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got the idea of what I was actually trying to do. All on your legs and your bum. Again, if you need to redo it, just think about pushing through your heel and really squeezing your bum. Because the more you squeeze the bum, the more you get those little messages that go from your bum to your head, and your head goes, ah, that's what I meant to be doing. So squeeze your bum, put your hand on your bum, feel your body, learn to know what it's meant to be doing. And if you don't understand, rewind the video a little bit, look at what I'm doing. And if you really still don't understand what you're doing, give me an email, okay? Bourne2BeFit@gmail.com. I hope your bum wakes up tomorrow morning and goes, ouch. And that means you know that you worked it. So have a lovely evening. I'll upload this now and enjoy. Take care. Bye-bye.